Hello, chat. Hopefully we're gonna have a better presentation this time compared to the last stream. I didn't test my microphone, but I'm sure you will tell me if there's a problem. But yeah, no, I might, if I see Mario, I'll be like, whoa, yeah. That's all I really need. Ice Climbers HD 2D remake incoming. Oh, you're funny. But as we historically know, I actually have very good luck for my rolls in Blue Archive when I stream them. And usually I wouldn't say that out loud. That usually feel like putting a curse on me. But I have enough that even if things go terribly, I'm still going to be okay. So I feel fine saying that. So we are going to do it on stream. Because like a half hour to kill. Which also means if you're watching this VOD and you want to just see the, you know, the actual presentation, you're gonna have to fast forward like an hour or half hour, excuse me. I'm excited for the direct. Kinda. I don't expect. Snake, thank you for the 14 months. Absolutely. I don't know. Absolutely not. There's no freaking way that we're gonna see a Mario 3D game, unfortunately. As much as I would like it. Those guys are working on Donkey Kong.
To all of the game we want, like 3D Earthbound game into Shiro.
Dude, you guys are so funny, bro. Thank you for the 43 months. Thank you for the humor. Thank you for the humor. I expect to see like Mario Kart World DLC. I'm pretty sure the rumors are true about Ocarina of Time remake. I'm not looking forward to seeing that. But I do think that is gonna be here probably. I feel like this isn't gonna be that crazy. I just hope there's something I care about. But it's Nintendo, so usually I feel more positively as compared to what we dealt with last time. Sorry, hold on. That's Nintendo. Oh, sorry. That was the Nintendo Direct. I got like jump scared. I was like, that is not Persona 4 I'm hearing. What the fuck is that? But yeah, if Mario shows up, it'll be like, here's a screenshot of the title screen. I almost said a word I should say. Nice femoid, thanks. I groomed her myself. What's my favorite Mario girl and why? Peach, because she's cute. Toadette is a close second place because she's cute and funny. I've always loved Peach since I was a wee lad. But man, Toadette's getting a lot of content lately. Again, they put her in they put her in like a train conductor outfit for Mario Kart World. Good content. Tales of Eternia port. I can't. Well, you know what? That's fair. I've never been a big Eternia guy though, personally. So I'm just still waiting for Abyss. Like, please. I'm actually, I talked about this on stream before. I'm writing like a comprehensive Abyss guide for like everything, because every guide I look at online just does not have everything I need, because I'm doing the retro achievement set. But even that, it doesn't have like an achievement for like every single skit. And if you played Abyss, you might know if you just hang out in a town for 3 minutes and do nothing, you sometimes get extra skits and all that. So I made a comprehensive guide for anyone to ever just see everything in the game. Because I love Abyss. Do you think they'll show Deltarune? I go on this rant a lot, but I don't even give a shit, dude. Episodic games are the bane of my existence. I was in school when Deltarune first started coming out, and I enjoyed the first episode, but it's been so long, I don't give a shit. Toby Fox is a wraith person. I don't know, maybe, but I'm not even gonna give it mental energy. I'm gonna roll now. Excuse me. We're like Deltarune? That's funny.
You know what would be a great surprise if they finally ported Blue Archive to Switch? That would please my goy soul.
Alright, Iron Pluka. Thanks for the 5. Have fun. Have fun in your fantasy world. It sounds great, dude. Oh man, you remember that time when Nintendo was actually the super base one, when we had like I almost said Blue Archive again, where we had like Senran Kagura on the Switch, but not on PlayStation anymore. Yeah, bless this guy's soul. Hold on, I have to move my windows around. Oh man. Oh right, do I just mute it? So every day of my life, I'm slaving over Blue Archive for my video. So excuse me. I have to change a bunch of sound options because it's optimized for that.
I'm really feeling it this time.
You're really feeling that in the Nintendo showcase? You guys, I say this every time we do Anytime Event stream. I'm just like blown away by where people are mentally. All right, that might be too low. I don't know, but. And we're just doing some rolls here. Again, usually pretty good. Pretty happy with my stream experience. But
I still believe in Genshin Switchport Brothers. He doesn't know.
That's another all-timer. That was years ago. But again, even if things form of students trying to sleep with me in my DMs. So I have even extra more than the 60k that I have. But actually, in my DMs right now, there is a sobbing Keto, but he is unfortunately not sobbing for good reasons that I hear. His rolls have gone fucking terribly. So, even if I suffer, at least I know we're suffering together, friend. You have DMs for that? Yeah, I do. My grooming is very well scored. Alright, this is not looking great. Disney Cafe slop. I mean, that's probably true, right? There have been really bad Nintendo showcase where it's just like... I guess cozy slop is probably the best denominator for like everything. For like these cafe games and farming games that all just look super cheaply made. Yo, we might have something here. Got a bunch of 3 stars, occasional 3.
I just need something to make me slightly raise my eyebrows with interest at this point.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, I mean, it's Nintendo. I'm kind of hoping for that too. Again, brighter pastures than the last stream. But we'll see. Thank you, Vox. I didn't see how many months it was, but I appreciate it. Alright, sure. Yeah, another problem is I also have most students on like normal banners and even Fez banners at this point. Oh, this could be big, fella. This could be big. Yeah, 10 a.m. Pacific time. It's crazy. I shouldn't be up this early. I agree with you. But that's unfortunately the cost of a Nintendo showcase. Okay. The Pinkettes love me. Yeah, as I was saying, the Pinkettes love me, is what I've come to the conclusion. I'm always rolling dupes. Summer directs aren't usually that bad. In terms of showtime, yeah, I mean, I guess 10 a.m. is not terrible. There have been Nintendo Directs that are like 7 a.m. and I'm like, brother, is like I might as well not even sleep. Basically, I got barred by 3 stars I already have until I couldn't react to pinks at all because they were always nothing. Damn, dude, you're going through it, huh? I've seen mixed rolls. I've seen people have really good luck. Alright. Could be big. I've seen people have really good luck, as always, but I've seen terrible. I've seen a lot of my friends go to 400. Well, at least it's new, right? This art is so much better than her base unit. It's actually crazy. I know. Again, I guess at least it's new, so I'm not too upset. I do like me some Kazumi content. As long as Kito's not around, or actually, as long as Kyova's not around, I could say that. But yeah, Uraha's like base unit, and same with a few other like 1.0 students, just do not have art styles that match with the rest of the game. Like she has like a weird face, Uraha, in her original unit. I have faith in being better than anything for Summer Games Fest. Yeah. I mean, again, they could show a logo for we're making 3D Mario, and I'd be like, this is already better than anything from Summer Games Fest. I guess other than like Stellar Blade, that's really exciting. You know what game's fucking good when you have everyone calling you a pedophile on social media for liking it. There we go. Again, the Pinkettes love me. The Pinkettes love me, dude. Ideally, I'll be fine with just hitting 200 and getting one of them, whether it's Alice or Kay. That's usually when I want both units. That's usually the point where I'm like, just that's enough. Favorite part is the same thing happened with Eve. Oh yeah, dude, that's true. I have the receipts from that. I talk about this a lot. It's almost like a moving goalpost. What always happens is like the thing comes out and they'll tell you it's problematic, it's pedophilia, you hate women, etc., etc. And then when that label doesn't stick and the thing becomes popular, like socially, they try to say, actually, this other thing before, the thing they were previously saying all that to, is good and is like a heckin' lesbian achievement or something. I don't know. It's just always nonsense. Yeah. Yeah, people called Eve the child. If you put Eve's face next to the new girl, Evie, I think is her name, I don't know. It's actually pretty similar, because this is a shocking fact about Asian women. They look youthful, typically. They have more childish features. That's the wrong Alice! That's the wrong Alice, dude. Oh man, dude, I don't want to have to go to double pity. Please have mercy. These children are draining me dry, dude. Evie has slightly thicker lips and bigger eyes. Yeah, but I mean the facial structure is very similar. Love the enthusiasm when you came in the wrong uniform. Little known fun fact about me, I love Hanana. Alright, last one. Honestly, if I'm gonna have bad luck in any roles that I'm gonna be doing semi-recently, I kind of would prefer it be BA over Gekishin. Because Blue Archive is a much nicer mistress. She has a round face, literal child. Yeah, dude, have you also seen... It is pink hair, yeah. Have you seen the thing with, was it Resident Evil? Yeah, Claire? I hate that game companies are doing this. I'll pull it up later, but if you, like, zoom in on the renders for the models, you see Peach Fuzz, right? Like, and game companies do this all the time, and it's like, it's disgusting. Every girl I have ever met, every girl you will ever meet, Chad, wants to get rid of that. If you look up Peach Fuzz, what you will find on the internet is guides to get rid of it. No girl actually wants that, and you know what else doesn't want that? My fucking graphics card, okay? Like, it's just a race of computational power. I hate these companies. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Wait, there's hope. Using GPU for AI bad, using it to render Peach Fuzz is good. These people just hate beautiful things. Let's go. Purple's close to pink, right? What are we at, dude? Alright, Keto. About to be right there with you, bud. Keto, are you going for both? Let me hear about how your misery. Are you going for both? Or did you just have one be bad? What? Oh my god, dude. Was that a flash? I was looking. It was a flash. This could be big. Okay, she's cute. Thanks, game. I didn't have Ritsu. That's great, but like, not the time. Playing with my heart. This is perfect. It's exactly what I needed it. Oh, thank you, Key. Thank you so much. I always knew. What a fucking tsundere, bro. Making me wait right to the end. Teasing me. What a dirty, dirty girl. Oh. Why did no one tell me that this was there? I actually have no idea what this is from. There we go. Okay, alerts are down for Streamlabs. Yeah, thank you, Hannah, for actually informing me. My eyes were quite literally on the prize. I appreciate it. All right, well, as they say, all's well that ends well. All right, feeling good. What we got, like 15 minutes left? Would I date a cute Madagascar woman that loves you? Do you mean like a woman from Madagascar? Or do you mean like one of those animals from the movie? Yeah, sure, yeah. I mean, not now, because I... but theoretically, if I was single. He means a lemur? Theoretically, if I was single. Sometimes a lemur's fine, too. The hippo? Maybe not her. Alright, well, that's good for me, so... so alerts are down. If you guys give me a donation, I'm gonna have to read it personally. How long was that thing on the screen? Oh, it just showed up. Okay. Okay. I'm late. Is this good or not? You came for great news. Oh yeah, speaking of being called pedophiles over games being based. Again, that's a good moniker if a game is good and fun. It's been very interesting watching all these people be like, oh my god, how could Asmongold say that? He's supposed to be based. And it's like, I specifically remember talking about this because it blew people's mind when I brought up old clips. It was when I was playing Ape Escape 3 or 2 on stream. I think it was 3. This guy's always been like anti-lolicon. It's also insane. I remember seeing like a clip from him and he's like doing a fucking diagram. And it was like 2 circles. It was basically say if you're into lolly, you're more likely to be a pedophile. And he's like, it just makes sense. And it's like, people are like, can you look at the data? Because it doesn't. If you look at the fucking data of reality. And he's like, no, no, no. It makes sense because to me, it makes more sense. You know, the fucking cockroach infested Bloodwall guy. As was just a puppet. I always say, as I always say, these people, you know, your Asmongold, your Mark Kearns, I find them to be useful idiots at best. I try to not put too much brain power in going after them over the like we can flog these guys once we win, right? Like, to me, the bigger problem is the people who actively want to ruin everything and not just kind of these milquetoast sit in the middle of the aisle guys. Because a lot of the people that are supposedly based in like the alt-right or the far right or whatever, they're really just scorn liberals. Really, because it's like they're just liberals who think, hey, maybe we shouldn't cut off children's penises. But that's too far for the left, so they get branded as like far right. I remember when Asmongold It's a Gundam to get banned from YouTube, making fun of Pokemon. Oh yeah, dude, he also called for Blue Archive to be banned from Steam. I don't know if anyone, just a random fun fact to build these topics together. Because they did a campaign for like retweets or something, we get rewards in game, which is what all mobile games do. And Asmon was like, this is against the rules. And it actually wasn't. Just some fucking stupid YouTuber said that. But because stupid YouTubers believe stupid YouTubers. It was like a chain. As Gold is honestly about it, he, as outright said multiple times, he's a liberal and supports stuff like Uwe. Yeah, that's funny. I didn't even know that. But that's funny. It's mostly because people be like, dude, this guy's bait. It's like, what? He then said if you ask AI, it'd agree with me, while also ignoring one of his former friends being closet liker in the whole. Oh yeah, I mean all these like streaming guys always end up being friends with someone who gets outed for a pedophile because it's just like that's what streamers do. And I always have to like, whoa, let's not talk about that. Asmon is for universal income. He wants to give free money to everyone. I think even when Asmon has like quotation based opinions, he kind of dresses it up in like the most acceptable version of it. Like I always see Asmon be like, the real problem for everything ever is just white women, right? But if you look at like, I don't know, people who voted for Trump or whatever, white women were one of the biggest demographics for saying like, he'll never actually, we'll never say the Browns or immigration, or maybe say immigration. I actually don't follow Asmon Gold, but he always basically tries to sugarcoat things in the most like acceptable way for him to criticize it. So like where liberal side will be like, oh, okay. I guess is how I would phrase it. It was a very messy way for me to phrase that, but I hope it makes sense. How's there always something controversy in these streets? There always something going on. Yeah, I mean, usually. Just something to talk about, you know? Shoot the shit, as they say. He says immigrants, but he will never sing out any race except white woman. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. That's why I kind of backtracked a bit. Because when you actually look at demographics. But thank you, Hannah. Hannah, I know you're an avid, as a cockroach yourself, I know you are an avid Asmon Gold fan. The real unacceptable crime in video games right now is the fucking Persona 4 Golden remake, dude. It is actually disgusting to look at. Like, I've been an avid hater of 3 Reload. And don't get me wrong, that is still disgusting, but 4 is somehow even worse looking. It is actually like unreal. In the literal sense. It's made on Unreal Engine, right? At least Persona 6 looks cool. I'm not trusting it. I don't know if people can look at Modern Atlas, who just censor and tone down basically everything they produce now and be like, yeah, Persona 6 is gonna be good. Like I like the character designs we've seen from it, but I don't trust that Modern Atlas at all. What I don't like about the Persona 4 Golden remake, it's art direction primarily, just the way it looks in comparison to the original. Golden itself is like a downgrade. Hold on, I should probably get the stream ready at this point. Excuse me. Persona Golden itself is kind of a downgrade in the visual department. It's actually a shame. You can see the fucking soul of this game go away with every re-release. Excuse me.
Park game is available now on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already have Super Mario Bros. Wonder on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2.
These are just ads. We're not missing anything.
3 amiibo figures from Super Mario Bros. Wonder are also available now.
They will make a definitive version in a few years. I didn't say Persona 4 was censored. I'm talking about its like Golden when it was ported. Just visually looks way worse. Like a bunch of the fog effects got broken. And this is true for the Vita version. It's true for the PC version. There's a fan mod that fixes it. But Persona 3 Reload, for example, has censored dialogue, visuals, and everything from the original release /Fez. So, I mean, you can basically expect the same thing to be happening with Golden, I would say. And I mean, when you look at it immediately, like, there's a lot of really good examples. I would love to pull some up, but I'm trying to get this on screen currently. I can pull up some specific examples of, not that, just to give a demonstration of what I'm talking about. Hopefully the Steins Gate remake isn't too bad. I think it's pretty much guaranteed to be bad. It's not being based on the original release of Steins Gate, right? It's based on something else, so it's going to end up being closer to the anime. And really cutting out a lot of content. I guess it's fine if this opens in this window. But here's an example of what I'm talking about specifically. Like, here's the original. Very atmospheric, very much fits the themes and how the town is supposed to be in the game. You go to, again, Golden, and it's like, that looks universally worse, right? And it kind of has the excuses of it's on the Vita, couldn't render things properly, etc. But then you go to the remake, and this looks disgusting, does it not? Like, I've seen Persona pornography with better graphics than this. This is really bad. I really hate the art as well, the shading now. There's a lot to get into, but I think just speaking graphically, this is really what I'm talking about.
Well, look who it is. Crystal seems to be everywhere these days. The hustle never stops. But what's she spending her money on? All right. Work it.
Steins Gate Elite version, thank you. Remake using the anime art style. My issue with the new remake of Steins Gate is that his art style has downgraded so much. Yeah, I agree with that as well. The art style looks way worse than the original. I don't expect it to be good. Maggie, for the clarification. I couldn't remember. I was like, I know it's not based on the original.
You need to be with nature. Share quality time, goofing off with friends. Who is this guy?
Why does it look so bad? It's high quality singular strands of no color. Why improve the graphic fidelity without actually improving how it looks? It's in this modern era, I think people just shove things into Unreal and just let it, you know, exist like that. And a lot of people accept it. It's kind of crazy. It always blows my mind. This isn't the best example because it's like a Japanese game, but some of the stuff that comes out of the gaming industry these days, you know, people scream about, oh, dude, AI this and that, and then they'll put like a trailer for a game or something that's on my feed that looks like indistinguishable from what they make fun of with like bad AI and stuff. But it's like, we're supposed to accept this because it's made from Truins in California. It's like, I don't know, man. Games are getting uglier. I think with all the unnecessary details of my remakes, love to have it. Wouldn't be too much for them to include an old graphic sprite mode. I wish so. But that requires actual work, and they can't just plop that into Unreal Engine, I guess. Yeah, PS2 graphics are some of my favorite. I'm fond of like MGS1, PS1 style graphics as well. My favorite graphical style is like 3DS though. If I had to say one thing, like Bravely Default. If you were to make me choose like my favorite like graphical area, Bravely Default is so perfect. I love those chibi models. I love how like thick they are essentially. Like, I just love that area of low poly is perfect. But yeah, PS2 is also really good. Is there any modern remake remaster that stays faithful to the original aesthetic? I feel like the Nier Replicant remake did a pretty good job at that. Personally. Yo, our rating pending through M. Okay. Tell me how the volume is for this. I don't actually... It's usually hard to judge. Yeah, Bravely Default did fall off. I agree with that. As a series in general, it kind of did. Volume is good enough. Turn it up a bit. We'll see how. I just turned it up a bit. Let it go. Let's see. All right, I'm getting a lot of good enoughs.
Here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. They're censoring a bunch of stuff. They Netflix beamed a bunch of characters. They made them like fat and dark skin. Oh, is this Rhythm Heaven?
My name is Lowell Miss Reeds, and I'm known for my reading aloud skills and more. I'm here today to help show you the Rhythm Heaven Groove game.
I never really got into Rhythm Heaven, other than the hentai animations. Is this AI?
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Yeah, poor is imminent. Is this not too loud? It feels too loud, but I don't know. I'm not you.
Playing this game is pretty simple.
Yeah, the hentai is pretty cool.
Groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it.
Sounds perfect.
But
all right.
It's not always the same rhythm. Listen carefully to the beat. Find your flow, and you'll be able to feel the rhythm. 2, 3, 4, now.
Yeah, dude, people wanted like the chorus boys in Smash or something.
2, 3, now.
I've always been fond of the one girl who interviews the boxer, a wrestler, excuse me.
And as you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
the kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your shoulders. Finally, you're awake.
Go forth, magician.
Is this Muse Dash? What?
And use the magical
Okay.
power of rhythm to beat monsters.
It's like an RPG. That's cool.
Cast a fire spell with BA. BA. And a healing spell
New
with
Blue Archive
B down
reference?
A.
Let's go.
B down A. Like that.
So you really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face? Groove on and tip the scales to victory.
It's time for the Who's Got Rhythm quiz show.
Plus, there are even more rhythm games in the
Oh,
lineup.
that's cute. Oh, dude, we need to talk about Power World later.
Playing solo.
I saw the bunny and
Dan,
almonds went off
Emily,
my brain.
Leo, Sarah. We're under attack.
Up to 4 players can enjoy dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing and block the arrows.
Grab the snack at exactly 3 o'clock.
Or aim for 3 o'clock on the dot.
Emily got the snack.
There are over 30 cooperative and competitive games to play.
I guess that's kind of cool.
Get into the groove solo or with friends when Rhythm Heaven Groove hits the Nintendo Switch system July 2nd. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo
Yeah,
Wii.
that's probably that's a case of like that's really not for me, but like yeah, that looks good. Sure, someone's happy about that.
You'll also be able to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Please wait.
Oh, that's on both Switch and Switch 2. Man, companies always do this now. It takes forever to actually get exclusives.
Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch. Let's begin with some headlines.
Yeah, Mouse Stick was happy.
Master the way of the sword.
Oh my god, dude, I'm tired.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, a new entry in the Sword Play Action series, is slashing onto Nintendo
I feel like I see the
Switch
same
2.
games every showcase, man.
Edo-era Kyoto has been overrun by monsters known as Genma. Now, Miyamoto Musashi must prove himself beyond measure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't like. I know there are probably some people who only have a Switch 2, But like, I cannot imagine playing these kind of games on the Nintendo console. You're just paying for a worse experience in every case. Like, whenever they show these showcases, you could visibly see the struggle.
Motion controls to intuitively slay Genma. As fates intertwine,
That's kind of cool.
will you cut down those that stand in your way? Onimusha, Way of the Sword, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, September 25th.
Yeah, I mean,
Pre-orders begin
indie game
later
machines
today
make more
on
sense.
Nintendo eShop. Your unwritten epic begins. Dragon's Dogma 2
This hot- oh.
Dark Arisen is heading to Nintendo Switch 2. You are the Arisen, a hero burdened with the fate of slaying the
Whoa,
dragon
Dragon's
who has taken
Dogma
your heart.
2?
In this expanded version of Dragon's Dogma
Wasn't
2,
this raped?
explore the new land of Norgan. Seek out spoils.
There's so
then
much
praise them to
controversy with
reveal
game.
new weapons,
Wasn't this raped? Like they wouldn't let you make
With these
small
arms
characters
at the ready,
anymore or
take down
something.
powerful monsters in this single-player action
Yeah, I was gonna
RPG
say.
adventure.
Only thing I remember about this game is just like it was compromised, and then no one talked about it ever.
Choose the vocation that fits your playstyle. Plus, you can lead up to 3 pawns, custom companions who act on their own. When taking on massive monsters, you can climb
Game
them to
barely
strike
works.
their
Terrible
weak
story,
points.
ran
Fighting
badly, and it was
alongside
worse
your
than the
pawn
first game.
is key
Yeah.
to victory. In a world between dark and light, embark on an adventure and tell a tale all your own. What
Stu
fate
Lightning
awaits
shield
the
for a
Arisen?
big surprise.
Their pawns?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean,
Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen, launches on Nintendo
there's a
Switch 2,
direct wire from
October
Capcom to her piggyback, dude.
Otherworldly endeavors await in these games.
Capcom page shoulders are the most
To
prolific
brink
of the class.
annihilation by mysterious life forms called the Natiba. Now,
Guys, should I
join
stream
me
Stellar
on our
Blade?
mission to save humanity
I own it
and
on
reclaim
PC.
the planet.
Because, you know, I wanted to support it when it immediately
Engage in
came out, but I never got to
high-speed
playing
combat
it.
that focuses on
And I really want to get
timing.
it
Then
into it
find your
before the
opening
sequel.
and strike. Defeat enemies to acquire new skills, then strategically deploy them to fit the situation. Can
Thanks,
you
Ronald, about the
save
frame rate
humanity
trailers.
and reclaim Earth for
That's one way to
humankind?
look at it.
Stellar Blade launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Blast off in the 2-player co-op adventure.
Ah, fake
Orbital.
anime, dude.
Protect your home in an expedition across the galaxy.
I hate culture
There are
appropriation.
many interstellar areas to explore. Melt ice to make
Yeah,
a
I've seen a
path.
lot of them once.
Activate devices in time
I don't know
to
if I
beat
can use them on stream. I might get in trouble,
escape
but I have seen them.
incoming enemies and more. Brave the dangers ahead in your voyage through the stars. Two
I hate
players
Fox
can also
anime,
work
bro.
together locally
And I
or
hate
online
Fred
using
Slop.
GameShare. Work together and overcome the crisis of the cosmos.
Dragon's
Thank-
Dogma 2 is one
Orbital
again, so
launches
this is one
exclusively on the
DLC again.
Nintendo Switch 2 system
Thank you, Vox, for
September
the 2.
3rd.
I appreciate
Pre-orders
it.
begin later
Let me see
today
if we can get
on
these
Nintendo.
notifications.
Journey
No, we
through
can't.
the Glade of Dreams in this bold reimagining of Rayman Legends.
Streamlabs is down, I
When a
guess.
shadowy villain starts
But hey,
spreading
thank you.
corruption, it's up to Rayman and his friends to leap.
Man,
fly,
speaking of what I'm
and
talking
race their way
about,
through charming and
this
colorful
Rayman
worlds.
Legends, beautiful fucking game, bro. The 2D art style's incredible, amazing, outstanding.
And enjoy more added content.
Pinnacle of this remake culture, right? It's literally just a censored, worse looking, raped version of the original. One of the most unnecessary remakes of the day. It's incredible because that's got a lot of competition.
Launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 1st. It's a great day for a big walk. Get lost with friends in
This is a
online
Dodo Doya bit. It's just
walking
friend stuff.
and talking adventure. Set off through a peaceful world
These are all the fucking same.
brimming with challenges.
Dude,
puzzles,
indie games are the
and lots of
future.
things to
Unlike
discover.
AAA. Yeah, okay.
Enjoy the sights and sounds as you work together to find your way around.
What the hell is this? This is a Dodo Doya
Stay
stream.
in touch
That's what you're looking at. Vine sauce slap.
and figure out new methods of communicating if you're in a pickle.
Nintendo, please. Please show me a Mario.
Cool
Stop
unconventional.
this.
you're not quite up to adventuring, you can
Dada
always
would play
just
that shit.
relax
Exactly.
Enjoy the sunset. Dance the
Every
night
other
away,
Dada video is this.
or steal something from a friend and kick it into the ocean.
How you feeling the games? No, I feel like I'm back in Summer's Games Fest.
You can also use mouse controls or hang out with friends using cross-platform play. After all, spending quality time together is the best part of a big walk. Strolling onto Nintendo Switch 2, August 4th. Season the seas.
What is this, like game farm that's not Harvest Food? Oh, but the One Piece.
Build your very own floating restaurant. With
This
the
is a
Straw
fucking.
Hat
This is a
Crew.
mobile game, isn't it? This is like the. This is
Cook up
a.
recipes with Sanji.
This is a mobile game,
Craft the menu.
right?
Decorate it to your
100%. This is like the
Then
Simpsons
serve your
mobile.
customers as you run the restaurant. By searching for and collecting ingredients.
So
you'll
we,
expand
so
your
Dragon
menu.
Ballers, we get Xenoverse 3. This is what the One Piecers get.
Use devil fruit abilities
Lovely.
to prepare piping hot steaks
Lovely.
or whip up tongue-tingling tauntaun noodles. You can make all sorts of delicious dishes.
Hannah, are we sure the volume's good?
Spend in-game money to change up the
Not too
restaurant's
loud?
interior and expand it to attract even more customers. Over
One
400
Piece
characters
fans don't
from the One
deserve
Piece
shit.
series
So
will
true.
appear.
Patriot.
Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay, I trust you. No, it's
Ready
not.
for a feast of epic
What do you mean, no,
proportions
it's
in
not?
One Piece Grand Gourmet.
What?
Sailing onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo
Dude.
Switch systems. October
You can't say
23rd.
it's good and then no, it's not. Pokepedia. Okay, okay. Hey, we're good. I wish all these
Keep adventuring in Pokemon Pokopia, even beneath the sea. Explore the world on the ocean floor with a free update.
That's
By
neat.
using the new move Dive, you can enjoy life with Pokemon living under the sea.
What I was gonna say is, I think that's a lot lately. Did you guys ever play Pokemon Ranch on the
And
Wii?
expand your towns underwater. This free update
Like
is
it
scheduled to
depresses me
release
to
in
no
August
end that
2026.
Pokemon Home doesn't have like a game that has that kind of
And there's
functionality.
more.
Like I
The
wish I could
Pokemon
transfer my
Pokopia
guys
expansion
to
pass paid
Pokopia
DLC is on the way.
and like just
Discover
hang
a
out,
brand
have
new
fun.
Town, Bubbly Basin. There you'll find new furniture, new outfits, and new friends. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Part 1 of the paid DLC, Bubbly Basin, launches
Man,
this
they're
August.
getting their money's
Part
worth with
2
this.
and
I
Part
guess that's
3
just
will
Pokemon
launch at
now,
a
though.
later date. Look out for more details in the future.
That would be a good idea. That's why they don't do it. Yeah, essentially. Like I'd be so much more about Pokemon if they just like, because like Pokemon Champions, it's like you transfer those guys to fight, but it's like I like Pokemon for like the creature aspect. Like I love Pokemon Channel, Pokemon Ranch, dude. Whoa, 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 whoa!
We hope you're looking forward to more content. For
I thought
Pokemon
that was
Pokopia
something else
via
at first.
a free
Excuse me.
update and paid DLC.
But I want stuff like that.
Next, please take a look at this.
Is this the Fire
is
of
the
Emblem?
Dagden Empire, a
Yeah, this is-
prosperous land.
Yeah,
ruled
this is
by the
Fire of
gods.
Emblem.
The capital, Daxian, plays host to the heroic games, the winner of which is granted one wish. Powerful fighters from across
This
the
game's
land
character
gather
design
to
looks really,
participate.
really not great. I've been feeling.
The story revolves around 4 heroes.
Yeah.
Kai, a young boy determined
I
to
fucking
win
hate
the
this
games
hair,
to
bro.
save his
Give me a
imprisoned
razor
father.
right now. Just get this
Dimitri,
off.
a swordsman ever on the hunt for a stronger foe. Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream
I would have
of
sex with her.
homeland. And Lita, a musician with her
I would have
sights
sex
set on
with her.
revenge. Guide whichever character you choose to victory as they weave their own unique tale.
I want to point out to chat user Hannah, because I've been saying the main character for this game looks fucking ugly. She's like, don't worry, you'll be able to customize him. He's totally gonna be a custom character and you never have to see that again. No, that's the guy.
I'm figuring it out. Recruit new allies. Or travel beyond Dax.
I love afros, bro.
Experience.
Afros are sexy. I wish they still made characters with them, but they don't know how to make good characters anymore.
Combat takes the form of
He's literally not the main character. He's a main character. If you pick him, he's the main character, and you can't change him.
Strengths on the battlefield. Plus, each of the 4 main characters comes with their own special techniques. By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of battle.
Rejoice with me.
Maybe you do, you never know.
At the advent
So you're assuming.
of the underworld.
Yeah, I mean, I say this all the time. Even like the very old Fire Emblems, they've all been terribly localized, but the recent trend of them has just been a slope of getting worse.
To upheave the world.
That voice no longer, like, I mean, it's English, so it was never gonna sound good, but
The darkest dark.
it is even more unmatching now that they aged that bitch up.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th.
Still right there, move the
Alongside
cunny. Yeah, you
standard
can't do
edition,
that.
There will be a special edition, the Fire Emblem
There's no
Fortune's Weave
flavor.
Dragon Collection.
There's no
That
flavor in
launches the
this
same
slot.
day.
They took out the
Please
gunny.
Look forward to it. Let's continue with some more headlines.
Green hair gets me fair. I like green hair. Not my favorite.
Welcome
I'm a
to
white
the
hair guy.
next level of ninja battles.
Green's good, pink's good. Palutena was one of my first loves.
The first part of Ninja 2
What?
is sneaking on.
Oh, I
Nintendo
thought it
Switch
was
2.
this, but I didn't remember the name. This is like the Splatoon-like
After
game.
accidentally breaking a forbidden seal, you're stranded on an uncharted planet. Overcome the danger.
Do we have any ninjalas in chat?
In this open world action adventure.
Wait,
Use
they made an
Ninja
adventure
to freely
game?
traverse this vast world in search of clues
Yo,
to get back
movement?
home. You can also blow a bubble to float in the air. Defeat enemies blocking your path with weapons crafted from ninja gum. You can even summon buddies with gum ninjutsu to unleash powerful
Yo,
attacks.
this is
Additionally,
nothing.
Up to 4 ninja can team up in local or online multiplayer
Oh,
to
that's
chew
cool.
through tough battles.
Again, this was like a Splatoon
The
like,
first
right?
part of Ninja 2, the Uncharted Planet, launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system
you know,
next spring.
that looked kind of cool. That
The
didn't look
DK
bad.
Challenge barrels in. Coming to Nintendo Switch Online on Nintendo Switch 2, the limited time DK Challenge event.
But
Take on challenges.
Is this one of
across
those-
many Donkey Kong games available
this
with
is just
Nintendo
this is
Classic.
just like this is NES remix
By
but time
completing them,
gated. What?
You can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards. And if
FOMO?
you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges.
What?
Try out
I
one
hate
gear for
FOMO,
beginners. Or take on developer challenges for something with a bit more punch. Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges.
No, it's not like Mario 99. It's like NES remix where it puts you in a game and you have a little challenge, which is cool. This would be a fine idea, but it's FOMO.
You'll be able to barrel through these limited time challenges starting later today.
Like as a general concept, like that's cool. That's a neat little thing, but
DK Island and Emerald Rush paid DLC. A limited time collaboration with Super Mario
Oh my
Brothers is
God.
breaking through.
limited time
Enjoy
collaboration.
outfits for DK and Pauline, inspired by Mario and Luigi. Plus, there are
Yo,
coins,
Pauline looks kind of cute with a mustache.
super mushrooms, question blocks, and more.
Lollies with a fake mustache is a very untapped
Experience
market.
Emerald Rush as you've never seen it before with
Lot
the
of
Super
potential.
Mario Brothers twist. This limited time collaboration
Hey,
event
here's our
will
3D
be
Mario.
held in
Shut
4
up, bro.
waves with the first wave
Go find a
beginning
bridge. Go
later
find a nice
today.
view. Yeah, you guys are funny.
From the creators of Vampire
You're the, Hannah, you're the
Survivors.
one who said Mario's gonna be here. Were you making fun of yourself?
The latest
Not
game
me.
from the makers of Vampire Survivors.
It's Vampire. I was saying it's
Jujutsu
Vampire
Kaisen
Survivors.
Rumble
Oh
Survivathon
my God.
casts a spell onto Nintendo Switch 2. Up to 8 players
Where's-
can compete online for the top spot in this Survivors Royale. At the start of the
Dude,
match,
this sucks.
players don't battle
Yeah,
directly.
this is just streamer slop.
Instead, take down enemies on your own map to earn points. Each time you earn 100 points, you can add a rule to your run, including ones that hinder other players.
So one piece
The
gets
match
gets
culminates in a head-to-head final battle between the top
one
2
piece gets
players.
Diner Dash.
Who will be
JJK
the
gets
final
Vampire
survivor?
Survivor. Dragon
More than
Ball.
20 characters
Xenoverse
from
3.
Jujutsu Kaisen series
We're still
appear.
winning,
Characters
boys.
can be
We're still on
unlocked
top.
Just by playing. Battle online with players near and far, or go it alone against computer-controlled opponents. Exorcise curses, dominate rivals, and rise.
I'll show to extent Dragon Ball and
Jujutsu
curse for
Kaisen Rumble
decades of bad
Survivathon
games.
Launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
SAO has some good games.
Are you up for the challenge?
But like Battle
These
Shonen
games?
100%. Battle
Brutal,
Shonen.
unforgiving battles storm onto Nintendo Switch 2.
This could be
Forsaken
five. I would say this could be like 7 different games that you showed me, and I could not tell the difference. Iron Pluka, thank you for the 5. Can't wait for my whole live Oshi to play this for an hour and then drop it. So true, and thank you for the 5.
Devastating sorceries and lethal ranged attacks.
Yo, Gash Bell, dude, I loved those games on like PS2 or it might have been GameCube. But those are good, like those battle games, like fighter games, I guess.
Can't wait for my Hollow Live Oshi to play this for an hour and then drop
There you
it.
go.
Launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this fall.
That's because AAA games look the same. So true.
Enter a darkly elegant world based on the story of
This Lies of P.
Pinocchio in
Alright, this
Lies
one's
of
5.
P.
Lies of P is 5. No hate on Lies of P. I like Lies of P.
You must fight rampaging mechanical puppets and seek the cause of this upheaval.
I love the
while
French.
confronting your own humanity. Take on enemies using customizable weapons and prosthetic arms that allow you to swap between different abilities. But know this, the lies you
Has a sick
tell
pro tag,
will
yeah.
alter your fate.
I think any protagonist is cooler if you give him like a demon
Lies of
or
P
robot
Complete
arm.
Edition, which includes Overture, a prequel expansion to the main game, launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Okay, I mean, again, it's still a port of a
Most
game, so it's
recent
like not that
entry in the
exciting, but
legendary
yeah.
Devil May Cry
Dude,
series
Capcom
makes
is just
way onto
porting
Nintendo
anything.
Switch 2. Play as Nero, Dante, V, and Virgil.
They better add like a special little connection to the show.
Fight off hordes of
Some
demons
Addy
and
Shankar
epic
DLC.
bosses. Pull off stylish attacks, dodges, and combos with your vast arsenal of weapons and skills. Enjoy thrilling, high-octane combat at 60 frames per second in both TV mode and handheld mode. Plus, additional content such as battle tracks, character colors, and Devil Breaker weapons for Nero are included. Devil May
Ah,
Cry
for
5
Nero, eh?
Devil Hunter Edition launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 23rd.
Weird how the AI plays total
Pre-orders
controversy
begin
happened now
later
despite
today
Lies of P and
on
Final Fantasy
Nintendo
VII Remake
eShop.
2 and Get Before Claire. Well, it's because it's all fucking fake. It's all performative. We could talk about this after stream. Someone remind me, I want to talk about a specific Sonic IDW artist in relation to this. But yeah, it's all fucking performance. Also, great game. Great game.
Let's show them we farmers have spirit.
You've sentenced me to die 7 days from now?
I'd start repenting if I were you.
Man, she's cute. What the hell?
For the ages. What fate awaits those who wield the demon blades?
I wish Vanillaware didn't have like PTSD. And all these other, like, there's so many games with like beautiful art styles that just won't come to PC for some weird reason. They're almost always nonsensical. Also, what?
Run at 60 frames per second with 4K resolution in TV mode or Full HD in handheld mode.
You put this on my desk, I'm like, can we move 3 off of here, please? I don't want that one. Like, you can keep it.
Not only that, but you can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game.
That's cool.
Control blades to fight mercenary squad battles in the second. And put your strength to the test against waves of enemies in the third. There's also a variety of other content added to each of the 3 games.
There's a reason that the only time 3 is ever brought up in conversation is to post a picture of Rex and how much of a Chad he is with his 3 wives and children.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition and the upgrade pack will be available later today.
I do think all the quality of life stuff sounds really good. But yeah, they complain about the people. They listen to the people who complain about sexy girls in 2 and 3 perceived to be the worst. Yeah, but many such cases.
Out of frame rate hell.
Thank you for the 2, Vox. I appreciate it. What still ends up being a shame is like, all 3 of these games have very terrible localization. I talk about it all the time. So unfortunately, despite these being definitive editions, in a lot of ways, you're still getting the best experience on PC. It's not even just like normal censorship. They like change like terms and words and anything that's religious, really, with these games. It's very unfortunate. Elf! Those are some sexy ears.
その石はアニマ小石。騎士の力を増幅させるだけでなく、そのものの行動や思いも刻みます。これからのあなたの学院生活のすべてがその石と共にあると思ってください。
I am a fan of school settings.
力の使い方、なんとなく分かった気がする。
騎士って人殺しの職業で、奪われた側はどう思うんだろうな。
真実見つけてみる。
I did hear some people talking about for before this.
ドラゴンの炎で浄化することで罪が贖われる。
田舎貴族の限界を教えてあげる。
あいつ使えるぜ。小石なしで騎士の力。
生と死も全てはアニマと共にある。帰るのさ、あの場所に。
I like the little creature I saw for 0.2 seconds.
始まるわよ。兄上、行ってまいります。
ここは6つの太陽に照らし出された大地。そこで人々は知ることになる。破れた神の恨みが未だ晴らされてはいないこと。
Genesis. Yeah, I had a hard time believing that they'd be going to put a 4 on a title. 2027. I mean, thank you.
Xenoblade Genesis marks a new beginning. What kind of story do you think will be told?
I'm not sure how I feel. I think it's too early. I feel like when you show a Japanese trailer with actual Japanese VA as opposed to English, I'm automatically going to have a more positive experience.
Welcome to Woohoo Island.
Ooh, you're live? I like elves. I like school settings. I'm interested in Xenoblade 4.
Use the Joy-Con 2 controllers as rackets. Bows.
You should play Xenoblade 1. Xenoblade 1 is still my favorite.
There are 12 sports to choose from.
all with intuitive motion controls. Let's go over them. Punch, guard, counter,
Yeah,
and
people are gonna be
outmaneuver
mad
for the
about the
knockout
pals, huh?
in boxing.
As a me hater,
Make quick shots to keep your opponent on their toes. In table
I
tennis,
can't help but take a little pleasure.
aim for the center of the target and let that arrow fly. In
My backlog is
archery,
huge. I get that.
enjoy rallies with different types of shots in tennis. Bump, set, and spike in volleyball. Roll the ball straight or give it a spin to strike
The
big in
Xenoblade games, 2 specifically, I believe has a fully completed translation now, or at least one that's
basketball.
very well along. That's what I'm saying. The best
In golf.
way to play these games is still technically going to be like on PC.
Battle with one thumb to hand your opponent a defeat in thumb wrestling. Ride through the course using mouse controls in skateboarding. Steer with handles and coast along the waves in power cruising. Tilt the controller and fly around freely in prop playing.
I like these avatars. I don't have a big problem with avatars, so yeah. It does feel a bit like wee kid nostalgia when people get really mad about
You
the
can create and play as
these.
a sportsmate or me character.
Yeah, it's the same shit they had in the other sports game. You can put on the me mask anyway.
Enjoy playing all kinds of sports on Nintendo
This looks
Switch
completely
2.
new. I mean, it can be like Xenoblade X, right? And I have a plethora of problems with X, so I say that and hope it's not fully true. But it could be that kind of situation where it's not directly connected.
Nintendo Switch 2. We showed all the sports included, but since we have the opportunity, let's try one of the new sports, thumb wrestling.
Before the match, let's go over the rules. Hold down your opponent's thumb for 3 seconds, and you'll win. If yours gets pinned, just
Wouldn't it make more
shake the
sense to release a
controller
sport game
to
during the
break
summer?
free.
Yes, it would. I wasn't paying attention to the dates, so I didn't
And
hear
if
what
you
they
keep your
said.
thumb held down, it'll get bigger and stronger.
Or maybe it would, because you're inside more when it's not, or you're inside more when it's not summer. So maybe you want that kind of like experience that you can't get at the
Here's
moment.
to
I
a great
don't know.
thumb wrestling match. The thumb moves, just like this. Here we go. Let's have a good match. Oh,
May the
better
best
work away.
Gooner win, essentially, dude. The bigger hand.
Oh, they broke free. All right.
Alice is cute. So true. Patriot.
Oh, we bumped thumbs. Oh, go, go, go. Hold it. Oh, they broke free again. You have to keep them pinned.
This is spiritually E3.
Wait.
The problem is with I don't think these things could ever be as fun as E3. Like, even when E3 was terrible, because of the fact that we're live showcases made everything so much more entertaining. Like, when these presentations are bad, they're just kind of boring, right? Like, there were some legendary fucking fumbles that occurred throughout actual E3s. So I don't think it could ever
Ooh, it's sparkling again. Now
reach
let's
those
try.
heights. Even be comparable.
Oh, I got deflected.
Gotta hate X. So true. Patriot.
Wait a minute.
Xenoblade X is fucking terrible.
Ah. I lost.
Peggle too, yeah. Wii music is always gonna be my favorite.
For Nintendo Switch
I've been
Sports
saying this for a while, but at some point I want to do like a special patron membership or whatever, where we just watch all the old E3s and just go through them.
Survive a land ruled by dragons. The world of RuneScape comes to
E3 was funny, bad.
Nintendo
These year's
Switch
presents are
2.
just so boring. Yeah, exactly.
Power has awakened on the forgotten continent of Ashenfall.
Xbox One presentation. Yeah, dude.
And uncover lost secrets on your journey.
Man, the one Xbox One presentation where it ended and Sony immediately made the best PR move imaginable. Like in their fucking office, just hands the game between each other. Here's how you share a game on PlayStation. Cinema.
The land's transformative magic to gather resources, craft gear, and build shelter. Then, step into
Oh,
battle.
my art palette.
Forge weapons, sharpen your skills, and face the danger that
Aside from censorship and localization, still need to see more for myself why X is so hated. Is X widely hated? I always felt like I was against the grain in that way. I thought a lot of people actually like it. I've seen a lot of people be like, "Oh, dude, who cares if it's censored? It's still good." Like people try to fight with me on it a lot of times. So I thought it was the opposite.
Customize your own avatar and play in the adorable world of Hello Kitty Partyland. Join the party with over 40 character-themed mini-games. And
Dude, now here's a game to play with your bipolar BPD girlfriend, dude.
140 Sanrio characters to meet. Plus, you can choose
I liked X in spite of the
partner
issue.
characters,
Many people dislike
collect
X. I think
stickers,
it's because the censorship is far more
so
extensive
much
than the
more.
other games. Yes, that's removed a lot of the good dialogue.
Partyland
Yeah,
launches
exactly.
exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch, October 29th.
I mean, that's one of the main contributors to why I dislike it, the censorship. Because like not only does it censor dialogue, it takes out features. And it has the usual censorship that are in the other games already. Oh my.
Across the Lilat system with Fox McCloud and his
I don't
crew.
think I will. I think I've blasted off through the Lilat system enough in my lifetime.
Star Fox launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 25th. A free demo that includes a tutorial and one of the game's opening stages will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Hope resonates.
I like X by hate Xenoblade fans, so I don't interact with them enough to know what the consensus is. That's fair, and that's probably a good idea from what I've seen. That's the best way to enjoy anything, quite frankly.
Get ready for the first
This is
Final
Brave
Fantasy
Xmas.
game in
This is Brave
HD 2D,
Xmas.
Final Fantasy Resonance.
It looked like Brave Xmas.
This is Lapis.
That's the guy from Brave Xmas, isn't it? Am I crazy?
But after the invasion of the Veritas, this once thriving world lies on the brink of
So I love HD2D. I know there's some real strong HD2D haters. Yeah. Worst art style, yeah. Oh wait. Alright, let's just talking about Xmas.
the Veritas.
Yeah, see there's haters in chat. I love this. I think it looks good.
Thrilling turn-based battles, call upon visions, iconic Final Fantasy
Wait,
heroes from other
dude.
worlds to take down monsters.
So they made Brave Xmas into an actual game? HD2D is awesome. True. Patriot.
Final Fantasy Resonance launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 22nd. A weird.
What I don't get is I see so many people who hate HD2D, and this isn't me calling out anyone in chat because this might not be you, but I see so many people on like Twitter and stuff who hate on HD2D for being like bland or lifeless and like just like effect slop or whatever, and then it's like their entire profile is dedicated to Capcom remakes, completely soulless. Like what? Completely disconnected. But I like HD2D. I think it looks cool. You know, I always say black and white Pokemon is my favorite style. In a lot of ways, it feels like an evolution of that. I really like it. I really like what it does, the sprite work.
Surprising and downright oddball ways. Feeling baffled.
I understand if you think like, oh, the bloom's too much on these games. That's fair. But as like a general art style, I like it.
And in this sequel, navigate and explore in full 3D as you discover the secrets of this vivid, colorful world. Get ready.
I told about X on Switch. They cut a lot of the grinding by half or remove some multiplayer features and has a worse art style. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's my bad.
Next year.
A lot of things were happening. But yeah, I played Brave Xmas as like a stupid little kid, so I was like, I know that guy. But that's really cool. I'm really excited about that. I kind of really want to play it.
Two girls find themselves lost in the kingdom of Witherwood.
This is one of the monster collector ones,
They
right?
gain the power to turn monsters into friends.
My penis does that. Fun fact.
Spot a monster you fancy? Scout it.
Night Dragon Quest monsters.
Win it over and it'll fight by your side.
Put it this way, 2.5D looks great. I think if you want to see what I'm talking about, you should put Breath of Fire side by side with Will of Live.
Monsters to create more powerful allies. Now, take on the most fearsome of foes with a team that's uniquely your own.
I was kind of talking about this on Twitter. I love monster collectors, but hold on.
Dragon Quest monsters.
I'll give it a more. I really like monster collectors games, but I never get into them because they always just end up feeling like Fakemon. Like they don't hit the way Pokemon does. And one of the reasons I like Power World is because there's just as many whoa cool monsters as there is like whoa I want to have sex with that. Which is something like Pokemon does, but none of these other games really manage to capture either. But Dragon Quest obviously has really good monster design, so I like Dragon Quest monsters. There we go.
Previous game was play as Grumble the Cantankerous Bumbo in this whimsical 3D adventure.
Thank you for the $5. I'll take your word for it. I completely zoned out.
You're finally here.
Pokemon stole from Dragon Quest, so true. I love when people play about Power World and people post that image. How many Pokemon designs are kind of derivative, which is fine. I don't think it's bad in any way. I want to talk about a Power World design, but I don't want to. We'll see. We'll wait till some real slop shows up, and I'll show the Power World design that I'm really into lately.
How was that? Next, we have more news about an upcoming treasure hunting game.
What?
Hey everyone, here's some fresh news about
This is Splatoon?
Raiders,
Yeah.
a new single-player focused adventure. Check out this neat little place, the hideout ship out on the water. There's Deep Cut, a trio of swashbuckling musicians.
God,
And
I
this scrappy
hate the
individual?
Splatoon 3 idols,
That's
dude.
you. Let's call this handy youth the mechanic.
I feel like the Splatoon idols have gotten worse with each entry. Like, I love them both in 1. In 2, I just like Marina. And then 3, I don't like either of them. And like, it kind of kills my interest. It's like each time it's a downgrade. Even Big Man, I like Big Man. Big Man's cool.
Is at the base of those lights.
But I bet the girls.
But there's a bunch of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way.
My hot take is that Pearl is not attractive. So true! Patriot! I can like kind of goofy looking characters, right? There's something charming about them, but I just think Pearl's kind of ugly.
That's where this comes in, the exploration bot. A member of Deep Cut pilots it during your treasure hunt.
But I really like Splatoon. I feel like I can be mildly interested in this, but
special moves like this.
I just feel like these games have aesthetically gone backwards every time. And more than just the idols.
There's one that continuously fires ink after it's placed. Another that slices through enemies.
Ninja Dog will play Splatoon.
And more.
I don't know about that.
You can use them together. It'd be nice.
Just get Callie, Mary, and Marina grouped together. It's maximum sex appeal. True. Patriot.
So to recap, do not underestimate the salmonids. Yikes. This is tougher than it looks.
Most of Splatoon 4 should be nauseous and cuttlefish.
Powerful ones around here.
Splatoon 4 gonna have goblin idols. I hope not, but yeah.
By leveling up. And you can customize all sorts of upgrades to fit your playstyle.
Yeah, I mean, Splatoon community is insane. They basically treat it as like a propaganda tool.
Looks like time's up.
Like if you see like English Splatfest posts, they're posting like Treads Pride and like all this other stuff that's like, dude, this is a kid game. Like, what are you doing? And Nintendo does take it down to their credit. You know, they usually do take down anything political. But it's like, why are you trying to do this? Just play the video game.
Looks like it's about Splatoon Raiders. Details will be announced here. Look out for more info in the future.
But yeah, no, I like just playing Splatoon. I like its combat. I think it's really fun. So like, I am kind of interested in that. But I don't know. The fact that it's so focused on like what I think is the worst part of Splatoon 3, the idols, in terms of
just around the corner.
imagery,
We'll also be releasing
kills a bit of
new
interest.
Joy-Con 2 controllers inspired by Deep Cut. We hope you're looking forward to it. Let's see some more headlines.
No, there's no way we're done. This is gonna end on like Ocarina of Time remake. JP community cool and chilling screening nothing but brimstone. Many such cases. Many such cases. Oh my god, who wanted Delta Rune? Who is the Delta Truner in chat? It's your time, bud. I wonder if my grandkids will be able to even attempt to play a completed version of this game. Me. I really like Chris's design. Oh, dude, this fucking... Speaking of propaganda.
Whosoever have truly earned the greatest faith of
For anyone who believes in Persona 6, if you want your like expectations to lower, look no further than this piece of shit.
This is the United Kingdom of Uchronia, inhabited by 8 tribes. The next king shall be decided by the will of the people. By decree
My
of the
great
king, as
descent,
his
so we don't
face
play Delta
floats in the
Rune.
sky, the tournament for the throne begins. As the realm grapples with its first ever election, those vying for the throne put their plans into action.
It's not made by the people who made Metaphor. That is a fair point.
You'll travel across
Well
the
made.
kingdom, forging bonds with compelling characters along the way. Various enemies stand in your path.
Dude, what if we made a Persona game, but we took out everything good about Persona?
As well as other
What if it was
enemies
flavorless
and
Persona?
strange beasts
That's
known
Metaphor.
as humans.
No relationships. We took away the elf's ass. You can't do that. You can't take away the elf's ass. It's the best feature.
Honestly, it figured you're interested in Deltarune mainly for the corruption arc with the deer.
But didn't Toby try to unrape the deer? I do think that was based, but again, despite Toby deep in his heart being like a weeb, like the weeb spirit being buried within him, he's still kind of a weepy loser. So, and I think that shows. He always bends
Plus, Nintendo
to
Switch
the fan
worlds
base.
can be carried over, so you can pick up right where you left off. What will you create next? Minecraft launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
Well, sizzle reel for shit I don't care about. Maybe hold on, I'll give a check. I didn't see what that game was called, but the first one looked like it had a nice style to it. Well, no Eternia. You know, dude, Eternia could be in this sizzle reel. As I said, Eternia's gonna be here. It's just gonna be in a random sizzle reel. Eternia was in the JP Direct? Are you fucking with me? If you have not been to any of these direct streams, anytime we are slightly disappointed in these, we go to the JP one and it's instantly a million times better. There's not been a single direct, even when they're good, where it wasn't better on JP. Well, crazy thing Japan better. Oh, see, I was right. It was in the sizzle reel. That looks really good. That looks really good. I've never played Eternia. But this is probably a good excuse to do it. Visually speaking, again, it looks really nice. I would say usually these Tales of remakes are pretty decent releases, other than them being unnecessary in some cases, like this area.
battle of light and dark
Kingdom Hearts.
approaches.
Oh, they're actually getting a real version instead of the cloud one finally.
Filled with memorable adventures, 3 collections of Kingdom Hearts games are coming.
Dude, I remember when they announced the cloud versions of Kingdom Hearts on stream, and I'm like, what do you mean by that? Like, you're adding cloud to KH3? Like,
battle enemies in action RPG combat. Relive these stories or experience them for the first time alongside Sora and his friends as they fight the darkness. If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch 2
just save
games.
data.
These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2, October 8th.
Tales of Eternity remastered.
A
What?
bundle with all 3 compilations. Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3.
That's
also
cute art.
launches October 8th. Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Nintendo finally getting a KH3 demo a decade later. That's whack, yeah. But yeah, no, there's a big remaster project with Tales right now. Oh my god, is the Kingdom Hearts 4? Where's Steiner? Someone check on Steiner! Dude, how does dude, Hana, put on the fucking clown makeup! Put on the clown makeup, bitch! It's here! Oh my god. Dude. I said this for a while, but I fully believe KH4 is going to be better than 3 because it's not going to have like 13 years of bullshit padding it out. It just went right from 3 to 4. But the one thing I will say, I really hate the progression of Kingdom Hearts' art style. I'd be remiss if I didn't bring that up. Yeah. Available at launch on Nintendo. Not even a date, nothing. Just a. It really, dude. It's gonna be another. It's gonna be another 13 years, ain't it?
Take a look.
Dude, this one's gonna be a musical when it comes out. The boy is still living through his versus 13 trauma. All right, Ocarina of Time remake. We all know. Yeah.
Beings of supreme divinity.
Yeah. Wow. Shocker.
At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest. Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest.
How does this look visually? That's what I really need to know. Let me see Zelda's forehead.
Were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods.
We Dynasty Warriors shot. There ain't no way. The actual fears of being Breath of the Wild swap. But they wouldn't do that.
Who did not have a fairy?
Johanna, calm down. I see you in chat. Oh my god, are they, don't tell me you're just doing the logo thing? Can we, I want to actually see, please, there's more, right? I'm getting mad.
The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina.
I remember a fucking point in my life. I remember a point in my life when people would make fun of companies doing the logo thing. Like, Nintendo would never do that. They're always show the gameplay, this and that. Yeah.
Today's Nintendo Direct.
And like that year, we got the Metroid Prime 4
the new president of
image.
Nintendo of America. We'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from Devon-san. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Koizumi-san.
Who?
Hi, everyone. I'm Devin Pritchard, and after 20 years
Who?
at Nintendo, one of my favorite things about gaming
All right,
is still that moment I get to try something new. I watch the trailers, I hear about a game, but the moment I pick up a controller, that's when it all comes together.
What is this relatable
And for me,
tracksuit
that's what
you're
games have
wearing?
always been about. Those little moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can read about a game, you can watch a trailer, but nothing beats seeing it for yourself. And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse
Where was
Live
the
is
Mario Kart
about.
World
Getting a closer
DLC?
look, hearing from the
No,
team,
Nintendo
and
Treehouse is
spending more
about
time with
censoring
the
and
games
ruining
themselves.
games historically, but
So
thanks
let's get
for...
to it. We've got a new Nintendo Treehouse Live ready to go, with a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct,
Tagged off until...
because at the end of the day, I think the best way to understand a game is to pick up the
Where's
controller.
the Mario Kart World? Dude? Where's Petey Piranha?
watching.
Where's King
I'm
K.
really looking forward to
Rool?
sharing more of what I love about games and bringing those experiences to all of you. And now
It's
it's
the
time
worst
for
showcase
Treehouse
so
Live.
far. This is not as bad as
Over to you,
the
team.
Summer Games Fest, but it wasn't great. Thanks for the 5, Iron Puka. Be the guy who wants to place bets now that Ocarina of Time is going to be butchered by localized censored outfit.
Hi everyone, welcome
Who?
to Nintendo Treehouse Live. My name is Teresa and I'm joined here by Gab, Dan, and Rob. We're
Oh,
here to talk about Star Fox, coming out June 25th. It is a cinematic shooter. We're gonna focus on the single player game, and then we'll go into the
This is
multiplayer in a
exactly what
later
I would
segment. So
expect.
Dan, why don't you take us away?
Yeah, we're going to start right out here in this new cinema scene, right?
I am going to leave this in the background just so maybe we can see things, but I'll be honest, I don't want to hear any of that. I don't want to hear a single word out of anyone who looks like that voice with the neck beat. No.
Anyway, I'm gonna be that guy, but who wants to place bets now that Toot is gonna be butchered by localizers and censored outfits?
Thank you for the 5. I think I read that. Is there really a lot that could censor? Was my bigger worry is like how it might be compromised might be compromised gameplay wise, like by maybe like Breath of the Wild systems or stuff. Cause you know, again, I saw time I liked Breath, but I really don't actually like Breath that much in terms of like I'm fine with it existing as a game, but its like effect on Nintendo as a whole, making all games like this, has been very bad. And I like classical Zelda a lot more than Breath. You know, for Xenoblade and Octane were the only announcement I cared about. Seeing the Frames of Eternia was good. I feel like there's something else I'm forgetting, but like this wasn't like, it was also shorter than Summer Games Fest. So I think I had a better time here, but I am disappointed. Like I really just thought we'd see like Mario Kart World DLC or something, dude. Like I know they can't make a 3D Mario right now. Like I know those guys were all working on Donkey Kong. Rhythm Heaven, Muramasa, yeah. No Kid Icarus. Keep dreaming, bud. The only guy who can make Kid Icarus is forced into the Smash Mines every like 6 years. So. Goodbye, Flying Fish YouTube. Our time felt like a Snow White live action movie trailer with nostalgia jingle fading in the background. Yeah, it was fucking nothing. And it's like I said, I really want to see the actual art style of the game because, you know, going back to Breath and that, it's like like I like their art style. I like the way Breath looks visually, but that was like very, very HD real graphics. And that is the type of, like, the type of person who just fucking loves Ocarina of Time would be perfectly happy to get, like, the Mario Unreal version of that. And it worries me the idea that they would actually go through with that. Oh, also, okay, I keep trying to talk about this all stream, so I need to talk about it now. So I'm sorry to immediately tangent here. I'll say one of the things, to me, in my opinion, I don't really like survival crafting games. we're gonna hold on and have some anticipation here. But the reason I do like Power World, first of all, fuck Game Freak, but because I really like its creature design, which never happens with any of these like creature games, these Pokemon likes, whether they're indie, whether they're AAA, they never manage to create like, oh, cool monster, and I want to fuck that. Like 2 design camps that I think you need for truly success, and Power World does that. And this is my latest obsession, this one. Look at how fucking cute she is, dude. I love clown girls, as we know. She's so good. She's so sexy, dude. Those hips were literally made to be bred. But I really like this one. And I believe that kind of exemplifies what I was talking on. Clussy the cat. Dude, I love clown pussy. Like, imagine having sex with a clown girl and she like orgasms and like a little like flower just squirts. Or like you honk her nose. There's so many possibilities. Do I also like Masquerada? I would have sex with Masquerada. It's one of the fewer new designs I like from last gen. But Brexon tends to be my favorite of like these anthro-ish Pokemon. Cute, and sexy are cute, and sexy are the 3 design type game characters, especially. I would say like cool, cute, and sexy. Cause you know, I like really like again, cool monster. Like again, my favorite Pokemon's Flygon, and I don't necessarily want to have sex with a Flygon. Maybe I would, but the reason I like it is because he's a cool guy. Yeah, Yokai doesn't really do it for me either. I agree. Unironically, Ocarina of Time looks like those YouTube Unreal Engine videos. Yeah, that's my fear. Especially when you look at like this, because you know we have Star Fox on the screen right now. It's like I really don't want them to go like also in that like realistic realm. Like again, I could talk shit on some stuff about Breath of the Wild and Tears, but like I still think it has a good visual style. I can't say the same for like this is ugly. Like again, the worst thing that has come of this Star Fox remake number 7 is that it makes me want to talk good about Star Fox Zero, which is a piece of shit of a game. But Star Fox Zero visually looked good. It didn't play good or anything else, but it looked nice. Oh, Muramasa is coming to PC, not just a Switch. That's based in Epic. I didn't read that. The problem with like, you know, this Vanillaware games, there's like these weird category of like just like 2D visual sprite work that just does not come to PC for one reason or another. With Vanillaware specifically, I believe it's because they had one bad PC port and they were like never again or something. Yeah, they have like PTSD from one specific instance. Does Star Fox Zero look better than this? Yeah, it has a very good art style. The character design's good. But yeah, none of their games came to PC because of this like PTSD they had. Oh yeah, they showed Dragon Quest: The Monster Catcher game. That looked nice. Like there were like a bunch of things that looked nice here, but it's like none of the Scrimbo Bimbo stuff that I would want from a Nintendo showcase was here, right? Like again, I didn't expect 3D Mario. It's fine right now, but it's like I expected like DLC. I was always worried about Ocarina of Time, but it's like I wish you showed me at least more of that, and I didn't really care for what I saw. New Joy-Con color out soon. Oh boy. I think Platinum mostly does well when it comes to visuals. Yeah, I mean, most of their games have had a fall off, but yeah, I guess their visuals have been pretty good. That is true. There's probably another direct showcase in like September, I think. September's usually their big one, so maybe they're just saving for that. But I don't know, I'm so disappointed. That's a good point pick. Yeah, it's crazy that it is coming out in 2026 and they didn't show gameplay. Like clearly for it to come out within the next 6 months, they have to be somewhere in development. Bayonetta and Metal... Yeah, I mean, I agree with Bayonetta and Metal Gear Rising, Man World 1 for 101, but those are like older. I feel like Platinum's had a fall off game-wise more recent years, but I don't think any of their catalog has been visually bad. So that still holds true. Yeah, Zelda's probably the September Direct. Maybe Mario Kart World DLC. Like, I'm shocked that game doesn't have anything yet. Sorry, there's people... I tweeted about that PAL and basically said what I said. The PAL creature. And then there's people fighting in my comments about which PALs are sexy and which... I wanted to play Bayo Origins. That's the sexiest Bayonetta's ever looked, but they're a child. One of the reasons I really like Bayonetta 3's design is because she has the hairstyle she has a kid. I'm not crazy about either the Bayonetta 1 hairstyle or 2. I kind of prefer 2, but I like long hair better. So Bayonetta 3 always had the best design to me. Astral Chain was Platinum Games' last good game. I think we discussed that last stream. I was trying to think of what it was, and people were like, the cop game on the Switch. I'm like, yeah, that's true. The JP Direct showed Time Stranger coming to Switch too. Everything's being ported. Mario has become too Hollywood to be a video game anymore. He's a movie star now. Twin drills always look good. So true. Patriot. Was Ushira? Dude, Ninja, are you just saying... Ninja, you have said the same comment for an hour straight in chat. Are you desperate for someone to laugh? This guy's like, please! Oh, man.
Navi, hey Link, that wall looks like you can climb up it. Hey Link, Twitch pellet probably heal up, your health is low.
Yo, I'm not taking any Navi hate on this stream, dude. Thank you for the 5 though, Iron Fluke. I appreciate that. I just want a game I'm waiting for since 2018. The way you talk about it does not seem very serious. But anytime I hear people, because people talk about this with like Ashley as well from Resident Evil. Anytime you're like, oh, this character's so annoying, it doesn't shut up. I never experienced this in the game because every time someone does this, it's because they're just bad and just have the fucking game having to tell them everything to do. Like, I did not experience this with Navi. And I played this as a stupid kid. Like, a really stupid fucking kid. Y'all sleeping on Navi for? It's true. Patriot. I don't care for the new Fire Emblem. I think it looks like shit. Fire Emblem, like, I've always kind of been on Fire Emblem as a series because it's always had really great localizations, even the ones people don't talk about. But like the modern games have been so much worse with it. And to me, the design fall off in itself has been big. Like for Engage, there's a lot of characters I actively don't like and I think are way too over-designed. There are some characters I like in Engage. I think the Ana design in that game's good. And her romance is censored heavily in English, shocking. But like this game looks really bad. I really don't like how it visually looks. Why play Fire Emblem when you can play Disgaea? I would say true, but Disgaea's also fallen off. I don't like that they have 3D models now. Like I got into Disgaea, like, or I tried to get into Disgaea like a few years ago now, because I love the sprite art. This was before like 6 or 7 came out, whichever one started 3D models. I think it was 6, because 5 started sprites. And I really loved the sprite work. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was some of the best sprite work I ever saw. So I got into the series, and then I saw they're switching over to like these generic 3D models, and I'm like, wow, this sucks. Yeah. Last good Fire Emblem game was If. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like if it's not great, even if you remove the censorship and stuff, like as a game and story, I don't think it's amazing. But I think it has the best art in the series by far. I love the way If looks. I have also heard that 7 was an improvement over 6, but I haven't played it. Oh my god, Ninja, you've redeemed yourself. That's what I wanted to talk about. Thank you, Ninja. Oh my god. Okay, as you know, chat, as you know, we love our autistic women. We love autistic women. We love them so much. And we specifically love our autistic Sonic women. You guys all know who Crack is, right? She has the receipts on fucking everything. Like anytime anything happens in the Sonic community and these fucking the kids or the people who make Sonic stuff now at IDW, whatever, she just has the receipts for everything. It's crazy. I don't know how she does it. But anyway, as you probably know, there's a bunch of drama going on like with Sonic people right now because Sega, Sonic fans obviously are very politically motivated. I don't know, very politically charged, right? You know, they're always signaling current thing, correct opinion, this and that. So they are so adamantly against AI use. And sometimes Sega makes statements that say they are as well, but it's never been the truth. Sega has, ever since AI has become viable, they have used it within their concept phase with their games. And to be and like AI usage in games, that is just the norm. Whether it's for coding, concepts, etc., it is going to be used in some capacity for development. And if you are so anti-AI that you can't accept that, like you just can't play new games that come out, right? And obviously sometimes that produces slop. You're gonna get, you always have, look at the current games industry, you're getting slop everywhere, but that's not specifically because of AI. AI is a tool like any other and can produce good, can produce bad, etc., etc., etc. But anyway, so there's all this drama going around right now because all these people are always talking about this, like, I would never accept this and that. But again, they still give every ounce of their paycheck to Sega and make their entire personality about Sega despite them doing this. And anyway, here's the iconic G, I don't know, I don't remember what her name is. But she is a person who works for IDW. She's the girl who put pornography as a suggestion for children to read at the end of one of the IDW issues. Celebrated Charlie Kirk's death. Smorgasbord. And anyway, here's her tweet. The goal for companies eventually is to hide that they use AI in the future, so they launch and make their money. Then when it's inevitable, found out it's too late for a boycott to do any damage. That's why it's important to keep talking about this. And she has a bunch of tweets like this, basically just saying, you don't use AI, this and that, it's bad. But if you go to like her old tweets, or excuse me, if you go on our personal Discord, a completely different narrative is playing out where she herself uses generative AI, which is a term I fucking hate, but that's a sidebar for now. As always, it's a performance. These people don't actually care. They're more than happy to themselves, but they just have to hide it. Literally doing exactly what she's talking about in this tweet. You know, signaling that they hate AI, but in private are using it. Yeah. But I hate this term Gen AI because artists treat themselves as like a special class on Twitter. And will sometimes excuse these companies, because obviously a lot of companies are coming out now and talking about how they're using AI within their workflow, right, for code and whatnot. People try to say Gen AI is different, so generative AI. But all AI is generative. It's generating a code. And that is still using process power. It's still, you know, having the exact same environmental effects that they care about. And it's still putting someone out of a job by their argument, because it's like someone was supposed to write that code. But they just try to make this distinction because it's like they're special. There can't be any AI in their field, but anyone else can be replaced, which is always what I talked about, because, you know, music and all this stuff, there's always been these technology moving within these sectors, but they only fucking cared about it for this one specific thing. But interact for artists for 10 plus years and you will learn to hate them. True patriot. Me too, dude. Specifically, you know, we were talking about this recently, because, you know, going back to Blue Archive, because, you know, I always talk about Blue Archive, Sonic, or Dragon Ball with me. There was this like Yuri Trune artist, right? Who doesn't actually play Blue Archive, but draws Yuri of the series. And there are some like centrist types who try to be like, they're one of the good ones, this and that. And a long time ago, I was like, this person is very obviously bad or whatever. But when all this drama got brought up again, let me just pull up the tweet, I guess. Better than me explaining it. Yes, for context, she was like, remember when this drawing got me in all this trouble? I guess it got community. Oh, I might have read that community note. I forget. But anyway, but it's like that wasn't the real reason. It was because she called VA fans pedophiles despite drawing fucking Yuri art of the series that she does not play. Or he. I think it's a Trune. I don't know. But when all this was happening, a bunch of like people who they commissioned have been waiting like 2 to 3 plus years for the commission, and this person hasn't fucking finished it. And then she was like, "Oh, sorry, I have medical problems. Feel bad to me. I'm tired. I haven't slept. This, and that." So of course, it's the classic playbook. I see this fucking all the time. Everyone has this story if you deal with artists. That's what I always say. I work with artists a lot. If you're gonna work with them, use Fiverr, use Skeb, use something that, not even because it's just that system that makes sure they actually meet deadlines and stuff, but you can trust someone to be more professional if they're working within that flow as opposed to Twitter. Because these people on Twitter just think they're like above everything, like there's some higher class of people. They're not beholden to like basics. Because again, I love art. I like working with artists, but I don't work with Twitter artists specifically. Fiverr, Skeb, anything. We're just Indonesians. I've never had a problem working with an Indonesian. If you are Indonesian and you make art, feel free to contact me. You're the only people I trust. They should stop using text to speech then. True. Everything has AI now. And it's like, you can hate AI. I have nothing wrong with people who hate AI, but I just hate the performance of it. Like, again, like, because it was one of these Sonic YouTubers. Thank you, Blaze Angel, for the membership, dude. And hope to see you at one of the member streams playing Sonic Robo Blast 2 card with us. It was like Sam Procrastination. I don't know. Some Sonic YouTuber. I think he got dog walked by that one whore. I don't remember her name. The girl who sleeps with everyone in the Sonic community. Slept with like a Sonic voice actor. Everyone hated her. He did like some expose and then she fucking sued him. That might not be him. I get these people confused. I'm going on a tangent. Never mind. And he was just like, AI is never acceptable under any circumstance. And then he immediately was like, well, I guess they used it in the concept phase, so I guess it's okay. It's just a performance. It's like, you can hate AI. It's fine. But like the performative LARP of it just pisses, like, just completely removed from reality. Sam Masturbation Nation. I have a boomer from the times when Tumblr was around. Dude, I'm also old as shit. You can imagine the artists I haven't talked to. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm old. I had a Tumblr. Oh man, don't miss those days. Actually, I kind of do. I kind of miss when Tumblr was like just this bubble where all the crazy people were. Pandora's box wasn't open. That's kind of Blue Sky now. But everyone who says they're moving to Blue Sky never actually moves to Blue Sky because they like attention too much. Wait until they accept AI when they make fun of people they hate for political reasons. Yeah. Dude, one of my other favorite things, not to keep on this AI tangent, but people were talking about how like, oh, the next Sonic game is gonna be made with AI. This is what it's gonna look like, and they're posting like, let me just show it. I sent this to chat user twerks to the mode, so I should be able to find it pretty easily. Right, so they're making fun of like the idea of like the Sonic Frontiers 2 being with using ChatGPT and OpenAI or AI stuff, whatever. And this is the gameplay they used to demonstrate this. Does this not just look like Sonic Frontiers as is? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the fucking distinction. To me, something is fucking slop and acid flip bad because it's bad. Like, no matter if AI is used in it or not. Like, Sonic Frontiers is just Sonic dropped into fucking Unreal Engine asset. It looks fucking terrible. And it has the exact same goddamn slowdown they're showing in this. This is just Sonic Frontiers. Like, they're so removed from reality. What it is. I love this song. Like, my mind is just blown. Chill, homie. Frontiers has soul, dude. A fucking... Dude. There's more soul in AI than specific artists, let me tell you. Frontiers looks that because it began development on the Switch. Well, actually, it didn't begin development on the Switch. If you go back to like the first like Frontiers trailer, it looks much better. Not good, but like there's more effects and there's just more going on with it. But then when they decided to develop for the Switch, they didn't do what every other company does. Every other company makes a Switch version, right? They downgrade the core version of the game for the Switch. Sega, because they wanted to do less work, they made the Switch version, and every if you are on PC, you technically have the Switch version. It'll run slightly better because you have more processing power, but it was fundamentally built just as one version of the game. Honestly, I hope Sonic Frontier 2 with AI looks better than Frontiers so that I can see what they try to say about it. That's a good point, me too. I actually think the most exciting thing about Frontiers 2 is going to be when it has the AI disclaimer. on Steam or whatever. Have more, yeah. Even Shadow 2005 and Sonic 06 have more vibrant environments than Frontiers. I hate the way Frontiers looks. Again, it just looks like an Unreal asset flip. Purple hair and pronouns? Did these guys get like a character swap? I can't tell. I don't think Sage can save it. Yeah, I mean, Sage is cute, but it's kind of just like there's a baby in this dumpster, right? When that kind of thing happens. Sometimes a bad game has a cute character.
And I'm gonna make some choices and just kind of think about those.
And just to set us up here for any of you who may not be familiar.
Yeah, it's like, I was saying this before, but more than just the idols, I feel like the aesthetic of Splatoon 1 was just, and Splatoon 2 was just a lot better than 3. Like, it just feels as a series has just gotten worse and worse with time. And I don't hate the way the Inklings and Octolings look now, but, you know, when I look at Splatoon 1, like the world design, the way courses look, and the characters, everything looks a lot better. People who want to rank low shit like Frontiers have no standard with NPCs. Yeah, that's what I mean. Most of this stuff is like just essentially virtue signaling in a way, right? Like opinions are specifically based around that. That's why these things are so inconsistent, logistically speaking. Was built for marketing a similar way to Sonic 06 at E3. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's you see the more Mossman. So yeah, someone brought that up. I'm happy about that. I'm kind of, my mind is blown. I thought it was illegal for that to happen. That makes me happy though. I have never fully played that game because it's not on PC. It's very hard for me to play video games that aren't on PC. Like you are asking me a lot to boot up a console. Genuinely. My Switch 2 gets a lot of use because of Kirby Air Riders, because I fucking love that game. But like when something was on a PlayStation, dude, I just couldn't do it. Yeah, Vanillaware game on Steam. I really hope we get Dragon's Crown. Odin Sphere, like I love their games. They're so visually stunning. Emulators exist, that's true. But I guess for Vermasa that actually isn't an excuse, but something like Dragon's Crown for the longest time, you couldn't emulate that well. Yeah, probably play Dragon's Crown online. Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I want. Like, please just port everything to PC and I will give you money. Some at Horn DRM. I hope not, but I mean, I guess we'll see. I do think one thing that's really good about Switch, or I guess I should say Nintendo consoles being port machines, is usually when things are getting ported to Nintendo console, there's usually a good chance for this kind of situation to happen where they're like, well, let's port it to PC too. And again, though I don't play these games on my Nintendo console, I can't imagine playing a third-party game on Nintendo console. It's just a worse experience a lot of the time. I do appreciate that, obviously being on PC. How do you feel about Squenix finally not mistreating Kingdom Hearts? Well, I'm not sure. I think a lot of problems with Kingdom Hearts are kind of Nomura. But remains to be seen. As I said earlier, and as I've been saying since we've seen Kingdom Hearts for the first time, I think it is going to be a better game than 3. I really don't like 3 for a myriad of reasons I've discussed before. But I think because there's so much less meddling to get through, not like 13 years of bullshit that has to be crammed into a finale, it's probably going to be a better experience. At least I hope so anyway. But I don't think that's all what causes the problems with 3, because I really don't like Sora's characterization in 3, like a lot. I think that's one of my biggest problems. I think the combat was ass until the DLC, like until Remind Sora's base moveset was fucking terrible. And I really don't like the graphical progression of Kingdom Hearts. To me, the greatest aspect of Kingdom Hearts was the initial cell, like Final Fantasy meets Disney, and I feel like things feel so disconnected these days within the series. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I want to say I hope I enjoy it. I don't want to give up on Sora yet. Kingdom Hearts isn't in that state where I think there's no chance for it. But I am very cautious because Osaka team has never delivered me anything I truly enjoy. Dream Drop Distance was unironically the closest that's been. Because I like monster collecting. I like the base combat of Dream Drop. Moramasa's Steam page says contains violence, revealing outfits, and some nudity in hot springs scenes. Hopefully that does mean it's not censored. That's a good sign. You never know, but I feel like I say this a lot now, but I do feel like in a lot of ways we are moving away from like the woke, and that you do see Japanese devs frequently, because I hate people who say Japan is safe, because obviously a lot of games get compromised and a lot of companies very much work in tandem for the global standard of things, but you do see devs more openly talk about that occurring. Like we've seen Square Enix devs talk about how things have been compromised, so I do think there's a understanding of that is not something everyone wants, and I do think it's being more and more understood. So I do think in a lot of ways we are moving towards a better place in gaming. I don't think we're there, but I do think more and more we see less things being altered. Not all. I mean, it really depends on the developers, but I think being black-pilled is silly right now is basically what I'd say. I think, but I as just as well, I think it's important to always talk about these things, because that's how we get here. You can feel Disney hands all over 3 with Disney Worlds, what they did to Frozen World. Yeah, I mean, it's literally just, hey guys, you remember Frozen? But we say that, but I'm pretty sure, and maybe Twerks for the Moon chat user can comment on this because she has an elephant's memory.
You can feel Disney hands all over 3 with the Disney Worlds. What they did to the Frozen World from what we supposed to get sucked.
Yeah, I think there's something about Nomura actually wanting things to be like that, and that I don't know how true that is, but in general, yeah, I agree. Because like in old Kingdom Hearts games, it's like you used to be able to beat on like Jafar, right? But nowadays in Kingdom Hearts games, I believe they have like rules that you can't actually hurt any like humanoid character from Disney Worlds. There's so many more stipulations that have to be followed, which takes away from what makes Kingdom Hearts cool. Japanese devs want to make sexy girls, but some old head is being told we can sell more if we censor everything. Yeah, and everyone is forced to listen to him. Basically, yeah. But I actually don't think... I think that's slightly off in that I think that is part of it, but I think the key part you're missing is like usually that comes from the localizers working with. I mean, I know everyone's favorite funny meme man, Reggie Fils-Aimé, is every Nintendo fan's favorite guy, but he has an interview where he talks about how like he works directly with Nintendo, or he worked directly with Nintendo Japan, to make sure games were like essentially pre-censored, right? So they didn't have to censor them when they came westward. Basically everything they needed was done in the development phase. And it's like usually that's what happens is these localizers essentially say, hey, you know, if we do this, we won't have to do this when it gets transported over. And this is what the people want over there. But you know, because I think that is the core problem of why it's even thought that to begin with. I need to see more, but Genesis doesn't really look like Xenoblade. It kind of, I mean, I think it doesn't look like Xenoblade in the way X doesn't look like Xenoblade, and I don't like X, so this isn't a complete compliment. But it's like, I don't know. I don't want to sell it off because I like school settings. I like elves. Again, I didn't like Xenoblade 3. What did you ask? You weren't here for me. You shut the fuck up. You're not needed anymore. I was asking about a Nomura interview about like Frozen, because I feel like there was something about him wanting it to be that way. I don't know. Nomura is like a really stupid guy in a lot of ways. Like I love old Nomura. Old Nomura was my goat. But like for the longest time, everyone was like, "Oh, dude, Sora will never be in Smash because Disney would never let that happen." And then when Sora finally got into Smash, we find out that Disney actually wanted Sora in Smash. Promotion, I guess. And Nomura didn't want him in Smash because he was like, well, this might confuse people because they won't understand the lore. Why is Sora here? Is it canon? It's like, it's like, okay, Grandpa, like, this is the stupidest thing I ever read in an interview. Stay diligent, don't blackpill. Yeah, blackpilling is bad. Blackpilling just leads to a misery spiral. I believe in hope, whimsy, wonder. Have you said that for Xenosaga? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's gonna have a heart attack when Sora. Dude, I want Sora in Fortnite so bad. I want Sora with a gun is gonna go so hard. Being a square so long will do that to your brain. I mean, I guess so. I also just don't like Nomura's new design language. Like I love belts. I love the zippers. I don't like the plaid. The plaid is his new thing. And I think it is objectively worse. Personally speaking. I really didn't put a... I'm gonna put more music on. I don't know how much longer I will be streaming. But... can't hurt. A bad case for localization is with Tartar in Splat 2 DLC. They turn his speech about his love of humanity and his hatred for Inkling nature and turn it into thinly veiled racism allegory. Hopefully they won't do something bad in Rangers. Oh, that's terrible. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, we were talking about Treehouse earlier. I don't know if that's a Treehouse localization, but I'm just going to assume. Like, that's their entire track record has been fucking terrible. I remember back in like the Wii U days, when sometimes we would get dual localizations for games, like a British and an English, and like it's great. Like I would import or pirate the like British localization for games because it just wasn't raped. Like I remember Triforce Heroes. In the American Treehouse localization, it was like they had epic fucking Doge memes and like all this wacky, quirky humor, and it was just a normal, standard localization for the British English one. But Treehouse has always been terrible. I hate them. But yeah, hopefully it'll be fine. Again, I have mixed feelings on this. I like Splatoon's gameplay, so I do like the idea of a single-player adventure. But there are just certain things about this that makes me disinterested, as I've been discussing. Oh, Digimon has a localization in other languages. As someone who only really speaks English, It has a vague knowledge of Asian languages. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure they're fine. Again, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you they are. But I feel like I've never seen anything. I'm interested in Raiders, but yeah, I think if you're not into racing games or Donkey Kong, there's not like killer app for the Switch 2 yet. Like it's still lacking that. Again, for me that was Kirby because I love Kirby Air Ride. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And I love racing games in general. So I instantly got a Switch 2. And I made the right choice considering they're more expensive now, which is crazy. Usually things price down. But Nintendo rewarded me for being a good boy. What's really funny about that? Because like the Steam Deck also went up in price, right? Fucking chat user works for the mode, and I think a bunch of other people in my Discord were like, dude, what the heck? I was waiting for the Steam Deck too. I was like, you stupid idiots. You should have bought the OLED. You should have been like me. I love my Steam Deck OLED. Yeah, you were too busy spending your money on gacha rolls. We know what it is. Kirby Air Riders is my game for the Switch 2 worth the console. Yeah, I love that game. So, again, I think it's a perfect sequel, which you never fucking see. But it genuinely, in every way, I would have had it. It improves everything from the first game in every possible way. And there's like, there are a few things I'm like, I kind of wish this and that, but that's like extra stuff, right? Like, I wish we had the original City Trial map, but like the new one, and from a gameplay perspective, I think is better. I wish we got character DLC. I want to play as Adeline and Ribbon. Please, Sakurai. I know you're racist against humans. But other than like stuff like that's just like, I want more. Great game. Switch 2 is a port machine. Yeah, I mean, that's true for most Nintendo consoles because they're like a generation behind power-wise. But they sell really well because the people are like, oh, dude, portable. I still have Mario Kart World. Yeah, I like Mario Kart World. Not as much as Air Riders. That's kind of the double-edged sword of like, oh, dude, I love racing games. They're both coming out. It's like when I want to play a racing game, I just play Kirby Air Riders. All my boys are rooting for Highness and Air Riders. That'd be epic. Again, there's a lot of good choices for characters to add, but unfortunately, I think Sakurai got put back in like the Smash mines or something. I hope it's the Kid Icarus mines. I hope he surprises me. We got Kid Icarus 2, or this whole Switch port thing. I hope we got Kid Icarus ported to the Switch 2. That would make me happy. Steiner, where were you when the Kingdom Hearts 4 was going off? Were you fucking like, were you sobbing and crying? You couldn't even type in the chat. Were you like the Star Wars guy? Anything but Smash, please. Yeah, I love Sakurai. I just I want him to make games that aren't I love all of his games more than Smash, right? So I kind of hate that he's stuck doing Smash for most of his life. I want Smash but not made by Sakurai. I'd be interested to see what that's like. I think now's a good time to do it, so there's basically like a reset, right? Like, we're not getting Everyone Is Here again. Did you guys see what happened with as I always say, Blue Archive Global never learns its fucking lesson with anything ever, which is why I don't trust them. I appreciate when they listen to fans and actually do things, and I point that out. But everything they do, like, constantly is just fumble after fumble, so I don't ever fully believe these people are well-intentioned or smart. They're doing another, like, fucking content creator, like, collab thing. Negative reaction again, because it has Brandon in it. The one guy who I've always hated, I've always said is a subversive, right? Because he's always been like, whoa, guys, yeah, these people are a problem in the community, but, you know, you can't say anything about them. You'd be just like them. You can't gatekeep. You can't be mean to the people who want to fucking kill you and make fun of, like, the murder of, like, Charlie Kirk, who wish that was you being shot. It was him. There's, like, a Hoyo YouTuber who's, like, another subversive. Just like a subversive, like, you know, plays these games, but will simultaneously call you a pedophile if you say something sexual about it. Like, another one of them is like a fucking, like, I show speed GIF poster on Twitter, which I feel like I don't need to elaborate on what that means for a person. I feel like you should be able to understand immediately from that. And there's, like, one other one that I don't actually have anything bad to say about. Yeah, Mahoyo Geek is also a moral thing. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. So hopefully they cancel another fucking collab. But I love Blue Archive, but I love it in spite of Global. I fucking hate Blue Archive Global. It is a source of so many problems. One of the worst things is when I boot up the fucking game and it, like, tells me about, like, a CMRC stream ad or something. It's like, I don't want to fucking see that. It is fucking ridiculous that, like, JP and KR get all these fucking, like, animations and stuff, and the fucking global budget goes to, like, funding someone's fucking VTuber career. Like, fuck off. She's wearing a fucking skin suit of my daughter. This is why they would never even approach me with a this kind of opportunity. One of the many reasons, probably. But I openly disdain global. Just pisses me off. Like, they could use it, just use the funding to translate stuff from JP and KR, right? Why the fuck do fans have to translate this? You do this. Your job is localization. Thoughts on Astrea? People aren't gonna like me for saying this, but it has piqued my interest. You know, I like Ikusan, Jesus Christ, writing. And I really like a lot of the character design from that. I also trust any gacha more if they just have a male MC and they are just adamant, this is a male, look at him, he's a male, this is a male. So just, like I always say that content doesn't actively gatekeep. People will always try to force their way in and be subversive. You see that with, you know, stuff like Monogatari as an example. Blue Archive, even though it's lolly, you have anti-lolly people. But I have found having a strict male MC and promoting that usually actually is kind of a form of gatekeeping. So I do like everything I see from it, but obviously I have my reservations because of everything that happened with BA. But I will definitely end up looking at it, I think. So that's a hot take that people won't like. I think people who dislike Astrea simply do so because of the staying over what happened. Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah, no, like, I get it. Yeah. That's why I'm saying people aren't gonna like me for saying that. that I'm willing to hear it out to any degree. I don't care if you're not a fan of the content, can't you just ignore it? I mean, the problem is with this stuff is, like, it's fandom culture, right? They want to be part of the conversation. And if they're a social media person, they want to use it to platform themselves. There's also that. That is basically Brandon. As one of these people we're talking about. So the thing is that they will try to subvert it, right? They will try to change it, try to sand down the edges and all this stuff, whether it's literally changing the product or just the community and conversation around it. Yeah. How would you feel if the next Smash was a traditional 2D fighter? I would hate that. I don't like. I don't really like fighting games. I like fighting game character design, but like I think Smash. I think platform fighters are a fun concept. I think they're more broadly enjoyable than a traditional fighting game. I don't know if that's a hot or cold take or whatever. How do we feel about the Ocarina remake art style? I think it looks very worrisome because it looks very like realistic. Again, I like Breath of the Wild style, despite my problems with it, because it still like has cell shading and is cartoony and whatnot. Thoughts on shield grab specials? Annoying as shit, but I mean I like them. I think they're cool, like command grab type things. If that's what you're talking about. Or if you're talking about acting within Shield, like that mechanically with Smash. Traditional 2D Smash fight will be whack unless like Capcom versus Nintendo or something. I mean, if they do Capcom versus Nintendo, like that'd be fine, but I wouldn't want Smash to be a traditional. Have you played Melty Blood? I've watched Melty Blood. I'm not really into fighting games. I used to be. But I've always been more into fighting games in terms of I like their character design a lot and their worlds. I usually play them and I don't get super competitive with them. I'll do, you know, I'll play with a friend for fun, or if it has a story mode or something, I'll go through that content. But I don't stick with fighting games. They just don't really appeal to me. I prefer platform fighters. It's just that Smash is the only good one. True. I like the original Rivals of Ether. But mostly true. Let my sisters through the gate, dude. But most iconic Brandon quote, dude. I've always hated this guy. I am baffled that it took people long, like that incident, for people to understand he's always been like this. But I'm just glad it became understood. But you know, at least everyone's finally here. There's unfortunately, it's in part 2 of the Blue Archive video, because I don't talk about community until the very end of the script, because, you know, to me, it kind of crescendos the ultimate moral lesson that I'm talking about throughout this video. But there is a section specifically about that guy, because I think he is kind of the de facto example of a lot of the things I talk about that are just bad for a community in terms of subversives. Unfortunately, that's in part 2, so that's not coming out until the end of the year, in comparison to part 1, which is, again, probably coming out next month for Patreon, and a bit later for everyone else, because the Patreon upload probably won't be perfectly edited. Usually I do more audio balancing and stuff before the final upload, but we'll see. Digimon Rumble Arena is fun. True, Patriot. But the fact that they never just iterated on the first one, instead winged off in another direction, is sad. True, Patriot. Yeah, I like both those games, but I totally understand what you're getting at. I wish that series continued. I actually did really have fun with them. There's like a fan remake kind of thing. It's kind of like a half remake expansion type thing, right? It started as like the base game, but then they just added more and more Digimon. It's pretty fun when I played it. I forget what it's called. It's Digimon Rumble something. After credit scene for part 1 showing Sea Dog Connor. There is like a mild section on community, I guess, because the localization section is in part 1. Localization censorship. And when I talk about Blue Archive Global, who I fucking disdain, as I always say, that is in part 1, and that kind of touches on that, but the actual community section's at the end of the final part of part 2. Because it crescendos the ultimate moral lesson I think the game has when I talk about the community. So I'm looking forward to it, but that one's going to be a bit, unfortunately. This is an AI cover, by the way, if you did not know. It's good. Apparently showed Trails of the Sky SC remake in JP only again. Should I go to the... Oh, where's my mouse? Maybe I should go look at the JP Direct. I didn't do it. I feel like everyone's already told me what's in there. I don't think there's going to be any huge surprises. But I guess we can go look since we're hanging out. Nintendo. Did we see that? Did we see this after the One Piece thing? Well, is it just like sizzle reel stuff is different? Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna bleach this girl's bloodline. She is sexy. I still can't get over the time limited Donkey Kong stuff. That's so crazy. Oh, Atelier. I never can say this name right. We actually did see this, right? It was in the scissor wheel, but it seems to have gotten a bigger presence here. There was Tales of Eternia. It looks really good. I'm excited. I think I'm gonna play Eternia for the first time. Like, wait, actually, wait, did this? Oh, this also got like what the dude? What the fuck? So I think everything in the sizzle reel got like an actual like presentation section. Yeah. Fuck you! Why do this? What? Why just cut this out? I mean, I guess that's the like the localization experience. You just removed content. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've never played Eternia. I still horse game. I still really just want my Abyss remaster, but like, it's nice that this one's like an actual one that has value, right? Because the problem is the last remaster they released is Berseria, which is totally playable on all modern platforms. So it's just like, I'm sure that remaster isn't bad, but it's actually just a waste of time. Yeah, so this got a bigger highlight. There is like a nostalgic part of me that kind of wants to play the new Switch Sports Woohoo Island thing, because as every kid with a Wii, you know, like I do have fond memories of like Wii Sports Resort. Norgan? Oh, this is the. Why take out Earth Defense Force? Like, again, what, dude? This is just why just cut the content? What? I think that was in Sizzle Reel, right? Oh, Toho. What? I've never played a Toho in my life. Digimon? That's this is a port, right? I'm not caught up on Digimon games. Oh, okay, it's Time Stranger. Okay, yeah. That one's out, right? I'm not caught up on Digimon games. Time Stranger is out, right? Like, Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, okay. I just don't understand. Are they certain Minecraft dude? I just don't understand why you cut this out. Like, yeah, I don't know, dude. It like, I don't want to say it looks horrifyingly ugly, but like, I don't know. I just don't. Yeah, I like the way Zelda looks, like the actual Zelda style. This face is not cute enough. Well, you don't like. Well, you are the little boy expert, so that's probably true. I feel like the big Ocarina of Time guys, because you know when like, I'm not trying to say Ocarina of Time's a bad game or you can't like it or whatever, but when I say Ocarina of Time guys, like, you know the type of person I'm talking about, right? Like, the literal, I played Ocarina of Time as a child, best game ever, nothing compares. Like, just that's the personality. They love Ocarina of Time. I feel like that type of person actually does just want to put Link in Unreal Engine, and is probably going to be happy with that kind of thing, but I really wouldn't want that for the... Like, again... Did Master Collection even get a bigger spot like this in the city? Like, why are they cutting all this out? Like, yeah, maybe I... Oh, this is cute. I don't know what this is. I think that... Oh wait, here's the Steins Gate as well. I really don't like the art in this. Everything about this game is kind of a red flag. Again, Steins Gate reboot is based on, clarified again for me, chat. Basically a version that really trims down the story. It makes it a lot closer to the anime. So just takes out the content. And yeah, the sprites move now, but the sprites are also ugly, in my opinion. The original Steins Gate is beautiful. Beautiful art. Which seems to be a recurring theme with these remakes. As a big Ocarina of Time guy, I'm not thrilled. Yeah, I like Zelda's graphical style, and again, like Breath of the Wild, like, there are criticisms I can levy at that game, but not the way it looks. Like, it's still got like a style. Doesn't just look like Unreal slop. I only got like 4 hours of sleep, but I feel so awake. Despite me yawning, like I feel awake. You know, there's a difference. Whoever tells you need 8 hours of sleep is a fucking liar. I feel miserable when I get 8 hours of sleep. 4 to 6, that's good. That's good. That's a good time. Steins Gate Elite. Thank you, Marianic. Is 0-2 on these Switch Directs. Yeah, it was kind of true. I don't think this one was absolutely horrible, but like, because there have been way worse. There's been Switch Directs that was just like, we have farming sims. That's it. I mean, they got Rhythm Heaven up here right now. I think Xenoblade piques interest. There were quite a few things, but it was still a disappointment. But all that said, it has been fun, fellas. It has been fun. Oh, actually, hold on. Before I leave, I wrote this in my notes. So as you know, I have a terrible memory. So if there's anything that I'm like, I have to tell them. I have to tell the people. I have a notepad. And I bet she was hoping I forgot. So you guys are familiar with the Kirby stories having to do with chat user Hannah of us playing Superstar together because she was going through the whole Kirby series. And as you know, and as you might know, one of the most iconic moments, one of the most iconic parts of these stories is when we were platforming as one does in Kirby, and I go over the pit as one does, and Hanya decides to jump right in it because she thinks, oh, maybe there's a little secret down there. And she kills us because it's player one in this case. Anyway, here's an artistic reenactment. In case you couldn't visualize it yourself, here you go. This is what it was. I look at this and I was like, I've been there. Oh, man. I just want to make sure it was shown. Make sure you guys got the visual now. You can picture this. Just pretend they're Kirby characters instead of Link and Zelda. I might have been Poppy Bros, Sam Poppy Bros for sake of argument, and she was Kirby. But yeah, no, this has been fun. Again, kind of a dud. Honestly, the direct wasn't horrible, but definitely a dud. Thanks for coming. Yeah, as I've been saying, if you don't come to a lot of streams, there's a new video coming out. It's about 9 hours long. It is part one of a 2-part series of videos. Soon, perhaps next month, perhaps the month after that for non-patrons. We'll see. But it is coming within the final stretches. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be dragged away to a family event for 4 days next week, which is very annoying for me because I think that's literally probably what I would just be finishing had that not occurred. But it is now going to be postponed a little bit. So that's happening. The member stream might be this week. I think because of the fact I'm streaming so early, it might be doable. It's a bit wonky right now with this whole schedule, but if you become a patron, I believe we got a new one today, Blaze Angel, I believe. Once a month, we pick a day, we play Sonic Roll Blast 2 card on the server, custom courses, custom maps, custom characters. I said maps twice in different ways. So you can look forward to that. Might be this weekend. You know, check the Discord. But yep, I think that's all I have to say. I had a good time. Hope you had fun. And otherwise, I'll see you either member stream, if you remember, probably, or next week for a normal stream. So, see you guys then. Thanks for coming. Hope you had as much fun as I did. Goodbye.